Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking you through all of my favourite things from the month of January. And yes, before anyone leaves a comment, yes, I am ill. Yes, my voice sounds really weird and I hope this doesn't bother anyone, but I really wanted to get this video filmed and I'm fine. I just have like a weird cough and my voice is basically gone. So I'm going to get started with beauty and then move on to books and then on to fashion favourites at the end, mostly because Rory is currently sleeping on all of my fashion favourites, so I thought I'd like leave it the longest to like actually have to disturb her. So yeah, we're gonna get started with beauty, of which I only have 4 things, but they're 4 very good things. So I feel like that makes up for it. The first thing is a rediscovery of an old favourite. I feel like I come back to this around this time every single year. It's the Dr. Jart Water Fuse BB Cream. This is a really old favourite of mine, like proper OG subs will remember this from like back in 2013. I loved this, I used it all the time. It's basically a really lightweight base and it is just beautiful. It really corrects any redness and kind of covers up any blemishes just a tiny bit, and it basically just looks like your own skin, but really good skin. And around this time of year, when I do like to wear more minimal makeup when I'm off camera and when my skin is behaving itself, this is my perfect go-to product. I'm actually making my way through this. This is, God no, I think this is like my 5th bottle of the stuff, and I will definitely be repurchasing this when I go back to the US next week. I have a very big shopping list, so prepare yourself for a huge beauty haul. And apart from in Sephora, I do struggle to find a place where I can purchase this, so if you do know anywhere in the UK that stocks this, then please do let me know, because I do go through this very quickly and I love it so much, and I've been using it a lot this month. I use it a lot when I go to the gym as well, and I don't want to be completely makeup free. If I'm having one of those days where I'm like, need something, this is what I go to. It's just such a beautiful, lightweight, really glowy base. And then we have an eyeshadow favourite, and this is a cream eyeshadow favourite. This is from Charlotte Tilbury. It's her Eyes to Mesmerise little eyeshadow pot in the shade Jean. It's just a really beautiful shimmery nude. It's so beautiful. I've got this on my eyes today under the other eyeshadows that I'm going to talk you through. So this I've been using a lot. It's just one of those like one shade does, but it doesn't do everything. It just kind of does one thing, but it does one thing really well. So it just leaves a really beautiful sheen to your eyelids, and it's just so gorgeous. So I can pop it on with my finger and leave it alone, or I can then use a powder product through my crease or whatever. Today I've used the Narcissist Wanted palette. I've used this palette over the top and then run a very warm eyeshadow from Huda Beauty through like the crease. It is just absolutely stunning. I've been using this so much this month. I think it launched on the 15th of January and it's available from Space NK and I think a couple of other places. I bought mine from Space NK and it is just stunning. It has really beautiful matte shades and these stunning like warm toned coloured like shimmery shades. It's got a gorgeous duochrome like pinky gold in it, which is just stunning. It's got this pink shimmery colour and then 2 like neutral shimmery colours, which I adore. The only thing I'm not too keen on is this green, but I still think at some point I'm gonna give it a go because I think that could look really nice with the brown eyes. And I love the fact that it has a really nice like charcoal brownie type colour as well as like the darkest colour, and it's a perfect matte. And then it's got a red shade, which is so up my street. I love warm tone colours and I knew I was gonna like this palette when I saw it because of that. It is very expensive, but I just think the shadows in it are beautiful. This and the Loaded palette are honestly 2 of my favourite palettes that I have ever used. NARS do palettes really well, so if you are looking for a new eyeshadow palette, I would highly recommend looking into this or just looking into any of their palettes because they're just great. So those are my 2 eyeshadow favourites for the month. They make a really nice combination used together or alone. My next favourite is from Tom Ford. This is a product that's been in my collection for a very long time and I don't get to use it a lot. It's their lipstick in Nude Vanille. It's definitely more of a night out shade because it is very like borderlining on foundation / concealer lips, but I really like it. I've really been enjoying wearing it this month. It's just such a gorgeous nude colour. Recently I've been really experimenting with a few more lip colours than I would normally. I still love my Huda Beauty liquid lipsticks and I do use them very often, but I just love wearing new lipsticks at the moment. I've really got back into it. I'm actually gonna pop this on over my current lipstick. That's kind of what it looks like over a dark lipstick, which is how I would kind of wear it for more of a day look because it is very pale, but I just think it is gorgeous. It's just super like light and pinky and I just think that it's really beautiful, and it's really creamy and sheeny as well. Like I've really fallen back in love with the Tom Ford lipstick formulas. They are the best. Like they honestly just feel so comfortable to wear and it's oh, it's just so nice. So I would highly recommend looking into those if you're looking to treat yourself, and it is definitely a treat because they are extortionately expensive. I think I have 4 of them, and this is one of my favorites along with Spanish Pink. I've just been loving it so much. So those are my beauty favorites for this month, and now I'm going to move on to books. I've read 3 books this month. I actually posted on my Insta stories that I finished my 2nd book of the year, but it was actually my 3rd because I finished 1 in January that I've been reading over the Christmas holidays. So technically I'm on 3, but these are the 2 that I started and finished in January. The first one is You Do You by Sarah Knight. I really like Sarah Knight and her like writing style. She writes in the same way that I think. There's a lot of like going off on slight tangents and things like that, and I really relate to the way that she writes. And You Do You is not necessarily a self-help book for me. I found that really hard to say because it's not necessarily a topic that I kind of struggle with. I'm very much like open-minded to I do my thing and everyone else can do whatever the hell they want. But I did really want to read this because I just adore her and her writing style, and I knew that I'd just read along, kind of nod along with it, and every so often she phrases things in a way that I'm like, that's a really good way of explaining that. However, I was quite busy at the start of this month and there was just a lot of stuff going on, and I actually ended up listening to this as an audiobook. I started reading it, got about halfway through, and then I was like, do you know what? This lends itself so well to being an audiobook. I'm going to listen to it instead. So I finished that this month. I feel like that could be cheating, but I actually would really recommend listening to Sarah Knight's books as audiobooks because her writing style is very much in the way that you would speak, and because of that it just works brilliantly as an audiobook. And she should really start doing podcasts because I think she'd be like kick-ass at that. But yeah, I really enjoyed reading that book and I would highly recommend it. I would also recommend the 2 previous books, which is The Life-Changing Magic of Not Giving a Fuck and Get Your Shit Together. Love both of them so much. I really liked The Life-Changing Magic of Not Giving a Fuck because she explains things in a really interesting way. She talks about your fuck budget and how many fucks you have to give, and if you don't have any more to give then you just don't, like, it just doesn't come into the equation. And I really like that way of explaining like your priorities to people, and I use it with my mum a lot when she's stressed and I'm like, no, this is not in your budget. So I would highly recommend that one as well. But yeah, I really enjoyed reading and listening to that this month. And then I also finished this. I finished this, I think it was yesterday. It's basically about a family and their daughter goes missing, and it's the whole story of kind of what happened to her and then figuring it all out. And I did think that this book was going to be quite a predictable read and you could kind of see where it was going, but at no point did I feel like, oh yeah, obviously, like even the ending, you kind of knew it was coming, but I didn't think it would go that way. I really like the way that Lisa Jewell writes characters. I like it when I read books and I feel like I really know the characters and you feel sad when you finish the book because you kind of want to like hear more about what's happening with them. There was one detail in the book that did make me kind of eye roll a bit as like, how the effing hell would that ever happen? But apart from that, actually I just loved the book. I thought it was great and it set the standard for books I'm going to read this year. I'm scared to start a new one in case it's not as good because I really did enjoy this so much. So if you like the kind of books that I normally recommend, then I would highly recommend this one. I did also finish The Betrayals, which was the book that I was reading over New Year, and I didn't love it so much. I was just really disappointed by the ending, and I was halfway through the book and I was like, I really don't really understand where this is going, and I just felt like there was no resolve to it. So if you're thinking of picking that up, I might say steer clear. It wasn't a terrible read, but I just was a bit disappointed with it. So those are my book favourites for this month, and I am going to try and continue to like keep knocking back the books because I really enjoy reading more. I think a lot of you will have noticed since like the summer I have just like I finished at least 1 book a month, and at the moment I'm averaging out of 3 somehow. But if you do have any recommendations based on books that I like, then please let me know in the comments below. I have a lot of books in my cupboard, my book cupboard, that I still need to read. I'm always looking for new suggestions, so do let me know if you have any that are very similar to this in the comments. So style favourites, my dogs have moved off of my clothes, which is great. So I'm gonna get started with my bag favourite, and this was obviously gonna be a bag favourite. I got this for Christmas. I really did try not to include too many of my Christmas presents in this video. I didn't want it to be repetitive, but this is one that I have loved and used every other day, I'd say, and I really wanted to talk about it. And a lot of you have asked me on Instagram stories, you've messaged me and said, please can you talk about this bag because I love it and I want to know how it holds up and things like that. And when I do my next bag collection, will probably be like later in the year, I will talk about how it's held up, because I always feel like those videos are the best way for me to give you a long-term idea of how the bag is holding up. But so far I've had it a month. I love it. It doesn't get too much crap stuck to it. There's a little bit at the moment because it's been sitting next to a fluffy jumper. I'm really impressed with how it's held up, like around the edges, and the velvet itself is still in really good nick. The one thing that I would say is that there are watermarks on it, because no matter how much you like protect your bags, when it rains and you have a velvet bag, you are asking for trouble. And I just kind of resigned myself to the fact that this bag was never going to stay like absolutely perfect for the rest of its little life, because I use my bags and I love them, and I'm not super precious about them, just because I think that they're there to be used, and my life is too short to be stressing out about whether someone might bash into my bag or whether it might rain today. If it rains, I literally take the bag and I just shove it under my coat. And that is that. So for the most part, unless I get like stuck in like a freak shower, which I did the other day, it holds up fine. I love the size of the bag. It's like, look at how much is in it. There's 2 packets of M&Ms from my YSL Paris trip in there. If any of you remember me stuffing those into my bag in the vlog, they're still there. I love the size of it. The compartments are great. It's really nice, and it's like structured, but it's also not too stiff, so I can kind of try and jam a little bit more in there. It's just an absolutely beautiful bag, and I think this and my Chanel I want to be buried with. So if my future grandkids are watching this and they think that this is going to them, you can think again, hon, because I'm being buried with this baby because it is my favourite. So that is the bag itself. This colour is currently sold out. I got it from Matches. They have a great bag selection. I've been looking at their bags a lot recently, and I've been really, really impressed with the selection that they have. They do have the black ones in stock, I think, so I will try and link to those below if you are interested. But like I said, it's a velvet bag. It's not massively durable, so do consider that before you buy it. I just loved it so much, and I've just absolutely adored wearing it this month. It goes with pretty much everything in my wardrobe, and I love it so much. So that is my rave on this over. I'm going to put it down now and stop talking, because those of you that don't give a crap about designer bags are going to be like, please, hun, move on. And then I also want to talk about this, which I also wore on my YSL Paris trip. If you haven't seen the vlog, I'm going to link it in the info box below, and I might try and put it up there. But this is a dress from Realization Par. It's very 90s. It's like spaghetti straps, kind of an A-line bottom to it. It's very, very short. It's very Rachel from Friends, and I love that. It's got this lovely floral kind of design on it, very similar to what you find on like a kimono, that kind of floral design, but because it's all black, it's very, very subtle. It's just a really beautiful dress. It's cut wonderfully, like I absolutely love it. And it has adjustable straps, and you guys know how I feel about those. So like I said, I wore this when I was in Paris with YSL, and I'm gonna be taking it on my trip to Miami as well. It just makes the perfect evening dress, and you can really dress it up or you can dress it down. I think this would look great with a denim jacket as well. I've worn it with the leather jacket and I really like that. And when I was in Paris, I wore this under my River Island coat, which I love, which has also been a favourite of mine this month. I'll just pop a photo of that in now. I have absolutely loved wearing that this month, and I've worn it quite a lot, I'd say, over the past 3 weeks. So this looks amazing with basically whatever, and it's the easiest like evening out dress. So would highly recommend if you're looking for one like that. Being from Realization Par, it's not like the cheapest dress, but I absolutely love their dresses. I love everything that they do. They don't have a massive selection, but the clothes that they have are just absolutely gorgeous, and I love them so much. So would highly recommend looking into Realization Par and looking into this dress if you're looking for some new dresses. And I have a jumper favourite from this month. This is a Whistles jumper. You know how much I love Whistles sweatshirts, and I saw this one when I was shopping with Alex a few weeks ago. It just says Parisienne. It's really cute, and I love the fact that the lettering is like embroidered on. It's such a nice take on the sweaters that they normally do. I think it's so cute. Like they're kind of, it's raised and it's all like these little like threads that are really soft. It's just so, so nice. I really like it. I don't own a black Whistles jumper, and I don't really have many black jumpers anyway, so this has been a really nice addition to my wardrobe, and I've been wearing it quite a lot recently just for day-to-day wear. The one thing I would say though is it's got my dog hair all over it, and I rolled it for this video and it's still now got dog hair on it again. Thank you very much, Rory. So I've been loving that, and then I thought I'd talk you through gym stuff very quickly, because I posted one of my workout outfits on Instagram stories and I got so so many questions on it, and everything that I'm wearing at the moment is linked on my blog homepage, but I know not everyone knows that. So I thought I would very quickly talk you through 2 of the things that I have been most asked about this month, and I'm going to do it quickly because my voice is literally dying. So firstly, I have a new gym top. This is by Sweaty Betty. I bought this after seeing basically everyone wearing this. This launched early Jan and I saw so many of my friends had it, so I like bought the whole set and I just love it. It's so gorgeous. I have the bottoms and the matching top. I definitely prefer the top to the bottoms. But I've just absolutely loved wearing this, and it's just a really lovely length as well because I've got like a much shorter body than most, so it kind of just about meets my high-waisted leggings. It just about meets those, so I don't have a ton of like torso on show or anything. And I love orange and black and white is just such a gorgeous combination, so I've been loving wearing that this month, and I just wear it with my plain black leggings. And then these trainers, which I've had so many questions on, and these will be linked in the info box. They'll be linked on my blog homepage. They're from Adidas, and I'm not sure of the exact make of them, but oh my god, they are the most comfortable trainers I've ever owned. They're amazing. They're gorgeous, like blush pink, and I literally, when I walk in these, I literally feel like I bounce off the ground. It's amazing. But I absolutely love them. I love the fact that the laces are a blush pink and the whole shoe is a blush pink. I absolutely adore them, and I was so excited to get these. I really wanted to like get a few new things to wear to the gym this month, just to kind of like re-encourage me to go. And honestly, I've been like 2-3 times a week every week, and I'm really feeling the benefits of it. And I think like you guys have been really nice on Instagram stories in my messages, and you've been saying the same, so thank you very much. But yeah, these have definitely been my like encouragement to go to the gym because I just want to wear them all the time. Oh my god, they just make me so happy to look at. They're gorgeous, and I really like the fact they don't really have a tongue either. Like they've got these laces, but they're just like, you just pull them apart and squidge your foot in, and that's pretty much it. Like I haven't ever really touched the laces. It's all like seamless, and it's just, they are the best trainers, and I want them in every freaking colour. So if you see me in a new pair of black trainers that look like this, then yes, I have gone and bought them in a new colour. So I think that is going to be it for my January favourites. I literally feel like I just filmed my December favourites. It feels so odd to be filming another one again. Where on earth did this month go? I don't know. It's been a very strange month. I think the reason why it feels like I just filmed a favourites is because I had a week off, and I just want to say thank you for sticking with me through that week off. There's a lot of personal stuff going on at the moment, which I will talk about at some point, but not right now. It's just not the right time. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on right now, so there's going to be a few changes, which you'll notice in the vlogs. Everything is all good. I just needed a little week off to kind of like sort myself out, and yeah, I'm really excited for this year and to get back making like new content again. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff coming from Miami, and then I'm really excited to get stuck into some of my video ideas I'd planned to do this month when I get back from Miami. So there's going to be lots and lots of fun things coming from me. So yeah, I hope you're all excited because I am. Hopefully the next time I see you, my voice will be back. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. I hope you're all having the best day, and yeah, thank you so much for watching and subscribing. Please do subscribe if you're new, and give this video a thumbs up because it really does help me. And yeah, I will see you guys again very, very soon. Bye.